Hi everyone. I just came up with the craziest idea. I'm gonna call it today's Mike's Talk Show. Talking to himself. Because that's what he does best, and he learns very well when he talks to himself. He learns a lot about his beneficial abilities to avoid confrontation and try to educate and stay focused on what's on the actual problem and finding a solution instead of thinking too hard about things. When things just seem more chaotic and it's just too crazy to handle, what do? I just walk away and act like I never seen it. Because what am I supposed to do? I'm only one person when there's 20 people over there. I say something, they don't take my advice, and I just keep going. So I say to myself, I'm talking to myself all over again. It's just another day in paradise. I live for, I don't know, for some God known reason, somewhere up above internally. I can hear my thoughts when I'm alone, peace and quiet, enjoying things. Do what I want, try to. I can't really say I own anything because you still gotta pay taxes on stuff that you don't own. There's a lot of things that we can all be doing. It's worth it. Life is worth it, but it's not worth it. Argue between two different parties, that's for sure. When we already put in the work ourselves for these people to have what they have. The hard laborers I'm talking about, like our farmers, the people that really, really put the effort in. I mean, I've had to put myself in crazy lifestyles and experiences to know better. My mom, I'm sorry about to talk about my personal life, but my mom was a great woman. And between my whatever happened between my mom and my dad, that's between them. But I would let you know that for a fact, that my mom raised me to kind of be a man. She taught me how to change a tire, how to put up drywall, how to paint, how to fix things. My mom, she never cried in front of me. I only seen her one time when I got older when she started to cry in front of me. I seen it. But it made me strong. My mom died of pancreatic cancer. I miss her every fucking day of my life, every second. Pardon my French. Is that what we say? I don't know. That's where I was taught growing up by my parents and my grandparents, how to talk, how to respect each other. You get your ass beat for respect. And I started having more respect for my elders and my parents. I respected my mom more. I was always locked up in a psych ward, so I always forgot what materialistic things are. Like, I care less about physical things. I've been silenced my whole childhood. I've always been screaming from the inside every day. I'm 29. I live in New York. Not New York City, but New York. I don't want to tell a location. But that's besides the point. I just want to help in every video that I share. I'm going to start trying to give a little more free advice, free knowledge on how do we explain it? See, my brain, I got ADHD. I have it right on the tip of my tongue, but I'm going like 100 miles an hour, thinking like 7 steps ahead when I'm trying to stop, and it's like grinding, you know? I mean, if you have ADHD, you can relate. That's the only physical aspect, but I'm very smart because I can catch patterns by just watching. And every day I wake up watching the same routine. I look around, I observe, and I'm so aware. I'm so sensitive. I can hear high frequencies and like little sounds more than the average person can hear. That's why it's hard for me to sleep. They call it, I have an insomnia. Is that what they say when you have a hard time sleeping, basically, and you are restless and all that? No, I'm just highly sensitive. I gotta put earplugs in sometimes, or I put on a louder frequency that's I go on YouTube here and I look up high frequencies, or for ADHD for helping sleep, and it kind of relaxes the mind, but it has to be quiet. You have to focus and close your eyes and just relax, breathe, and control and move forward. Life's too short to be stressing at night and fighting to sleep. I figured that out. Sometimes you don't really need it. Don't force yourself if you don't need it. But if you really feel like you get that little rage of like why is everybody else sleeping but not me type feeling, because you get that anxious, that overthinking, that then you get that delusional thought of scenarios, which now you're just making shit up because you gotta get this high dopamine now going on in your freaking head, and it just doesn't stop sometimes. It's hard when you get everybody. You get rage. I get so raged. I lose control sometimes. I get loud. I just want to be heard. Like, I just feel like I gotta be known, because I was silenced my whole life. Like, I don't know how to control it, but I've gotten a lot better. I've been practicing disciplining my mind, trying to go with the flow more. I try not to resist. I try to go with it and take a deep breath. I'm speaking too fast. Sorry. I stop for a minute. If I stop too much, I smoke. Sometimes it doesn't always help, but I smoked a sativa. I'm like, wow, mentally like going fast. I'm not high. I'm highly freaking intelligent. That's what it is. I'm highly intelligent. All I want. I feel great. But yes, I am in control of my emotions. I can reel it back in. I can be serious when it's time to be serious. I don't smoke to be stupid. I smoke because it actually does a benefit to my brain. So besides that, in the world, we just gotta help a little bit more, give a little back. Try not to ask for anything in return. Just give. Just keep giving. If you go to church and give money, you shouldn't be paying for advice. You shouldn't be paying to hear the word of God. God is actually speaking right through you and telling you, because you can't see what everybody else is doing in their journey. You gotta mind your own business kind of in a way, but don't forget that you still have to interact with and socialize with others, even though it's hard. It's really hard for me. Most of the time, I feel like I am talking to the wall. Sometimes I really feel mentally alone, when I'm really not. I do got friends and family that love me and care. It's just hard. It's hard to see that because my mind's going so fast. I forget about things. I forget about texting people, calling back, and I feel guilty and ashamed, right, all the time. And it's hard for me to see my kids. I gotta, try to save money, try to get a ride. It's hard. Everything's tough for me, and today's just. But I work my butt off. But yeah, today's just been a long day. I got kind of cold. I landed in like the solution stuff at work, trying to fix things, and hopefully I'll be okay. Probably not. It was like it's like a foot solution thing. Nasty bacteria. Had the blue gloves on. I guess I wasn't properly trained, but anyways, I'm not worried about that. I just want to keep passing positive messages, but just to let you know, be aware of what you're doing at work. If you are still working, I'm trying to get what I need, get the money, and try to build my own little community or within my home, and then I want to share it with all y'all. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen, and it might not be tomorrow, not be for a month, because my budget's really tight. My grocery bill is probably about 60 to 70 a week that I can live off, because I gotta pay like about $400 if I want to do a back and forth trip with Uber to go see my kids from where I'm at to see my kids is like 2 hours away. It's like $400 a round trip. So yeah, it's really tight, and I don't see my kids that much like I'm supposed to. I try to video chat. I love them. I love my kids. My ADHD, I always focus when I'm with them. I feel so clear. I'm like, my mind's like a sniper rifle. I get focused on what I love and what I'm trying to do and what I want to improve and help, but still let my kids actually have freedom, let them talk, let them speak for themselves. My youngest is like autistic, but I don't look at him as autistic. He thinks faster than I do sometimes. He catches me off guard. That kid's so smart. Like, he fools me. He fools me a lot. And he makes me feel like a kid again when I never really had a childhood of being a kid. Because I had to grow up quick. So, and my oldest son, he looks just like me. It's crazy. He's awesome. He's a hell of a leader. He's a hell of a leader, especially helping his little brother. But he needs some work. I'm working on it with him. His mom, I can't say what she's doing because I don't know. But that's what between her and them, unfortunately. All I can do is what I can do. Which I know one thing I really do believe is the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, which is meaning what I can myself, only what I can, nothing else, and the wisdom to know the difference, because you'll be wasting too much energy if you put too much somewhere that's really not needed. I go by this method also, the fuck bucks. You gotta know where you gotta give your fuck bucks at too, where you want to be at, what you want to do on your journey. So everybody just keep smiling, keep being you, keep pushing. Love y'all. Peace out. I wish y'all love. Keep believing. Have major faith and keep pushing. Push as hard as you can. Work towards your dream, your goal. Get away from the distractions, okay? Avoid the weird, crazy stuff on social media. Look, you gotta do your research. You gotta focus. Focus on disciplining here. And this is where you will find yourself again. Trust me, I found myself. I found where I need to go, but it's not gonna happen overnight, and I'm doing my best. All you can do is just keep doing your best, and you gotta be consistent. Consistency is the key. That's what they did to us. And consistency will get you back to who you wanna be and to provide for the family that you have and fight for your kids and the next kids and our future generations of families beyond us. That it won't happen tonight, it won't happen tomorrow, might not happen this year, might not happen next year. But just because there's too many of us in this world, and we gotta give back to nature, not keep taking away and making it what we want it to be. We gotta take it back. Gotta give it back. Gotta give a little. We took a lot now. It's time. It's already been a quarter of a century from 2000 to 2025. That's a quarter, yo. Think about that. Think of a whole dollar, another 100, another 75 years goes by. We will have nothing on here. We'll have nothing on this planet besides tall buildings, barely any trees. The air will be thick, be hard to breathe, as it already is with the pollution and what we're still creating and consuming in the air. Come on. I have more logical sense. I might be slow. I don't talk because I'm analyzing everything. And that's what ADHD people do. And that's why they're scared of people like me. And when they don't tell me what my ability is and what I can be really capable of, which they don't tell you in mental health. They don't tell you what you're capable of. They tell you what you can't do. And that's not right. Mental health is important. And important on finding who you are. You can't just go in and say and expect for 40 or 30 minutes of a time and be cut short sometimes and have to pay out of pocket just to say, hey, how was your day? How was your week? You tell them the same stuff all the time. That's what happened to me. That's all I did. And I got nothing. Until I sat alone by myself. Had to escape from the world. And when I was 17, I had no money. I still lived. I lived with no money. I did it on my own at 17. That's crazy. That's crazy, like impossible, because I never really had a total survival skill kit or anything on hand. I was chasing drugs, and there's times I didn't even have drugs because I had no fucking money, because the woman I was with would always leave for weeks, a month, or be whatever. And I ate out of garbage can, and not good, not healthy. But I had to do to live. I mean, I looked around, I observed, I was very aware, tried to be safe as possible. Wasn't too reckless on what I was consuming in my body, but I knew I needed something in my stomach to keep pushing. Even in 2014, I was in the street in Rochester. I had to do some crazy shit to have a roof over my head with this woman. I ain't gonna lie, but I had to do it for myself too, you know? I had to man up. My first, what they call close your children's ears. Please, if you have children right now, I had a 3-way. I was 17, and I remember I did a bag of dope. I had a bloody nose, snorted up too far, and it dripping all down my shirt, all down my pants. I started walking across the bridge to Lyle, and then this white car I seen pulled. It was just sitting on the other side. I think it was a guy, black guy. That's all I remember. Big black guy. He's like, hop in the car. I got some napkins for you. He gave me some napkins. I started, rolling this, and then he started driving. I was just about to get out. Now the dope was already sitting in. It was just kicking in, so I started nodding a little. He was asking me some weird questions. I don't even remember, but I can feel the emotion. It was like not comfortable, not okay, sitting with my stomach, as from past experience when I was 8, 9 years old. So I knew what was about to happen, and I just had to take it. And then he tossed me after he was done, and I was outside. So I had no justice. I didn't call the cops. I had no phone. I wasn't no snitch. That's the thing. I wasn't no snitch. I own my shit. I didn't go crazy. I still knew what I had to do, and I still had to survive. And I'm a motherfucking survivor, everybody. I'm a fucking survivor, and so are you. Whatever the fuck you're doing, tell yourself you're a survivor and you can do better and help people to be better, improve. So show some companionship, It doesn't be that all touchy-feely sexual companionship. No. As in compassion between one another and spreading love in the air and caring for one another. Not no crazy shit, not to be fucking weird, not like that. But just a natural, hey, I see you struggling. What you need, give that person some advice, some help. Don't ask for nothing in return, and you'll feel good. Even though it's eating you, you feel like you should have something, because you're not used to it. It's okay. Being uncomfortable is a good thing. That's how you build yourself internally and mentally. That's how you start really that disciplining that. That's that hard work. The real hard work's in here, not what's really totally in front of you, but you still have to face every day to day life challenges. Life is never easy. It was never easy for me, clearly. I'm still here. I tried to commit suicide in the past when I was a kid. Even when I was 17, I slipped my wrist. I found a couple of bucks on the ground, got me a beer. I had someone pay it for it, buy me some. Yeah, I drank, and I was depressed as fuck. I'm part of my French again, but I slipped my wrist. You can't see it, but still. It's there. I even carved the word stupid in my arm because I was bullied when I was a kid. Life was tough. Life was mad tough for me. Nobody knew what internal shit I was going through. They only seen the physical shit, the rage, the outburst, You gotta sit and listen to your fucking kid. You gotta listen to him. You gotta clearly ignore every offended shit that you feel, because this is their emotion, that's their feeling, and it's time to understand. But you can't let somebody else sit there and listen to your child. You have to listen. You have to reel it in. And that's what I've been trying to do every time I visit with my kids for at least an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, the most, whatever, on a phone call. I try to give them as much as my father wisdom that I've learned, that all benefits. But the truth always hurts. Face the truth. The truth is where you'll find yourself. Only you'll know the truth. You can't get it from anybody around you. But you can ask certain questions, and only certain words will be like, oh shit, like, really? That's when you know you're onto something for yourself. That is for you and you only. I'm doing what I'm doing right now because this is my journey, and this is where my mental mind feels like I have to start sharing. I've heard enough said. I've tried to stick up for myself, but now it's not enough. I feel still mentally alone, and I'm trying. Shit, I can't even afford a haircut. Like, because I don't care. I don't care about a haircut. I can let that shit go because it's more important. I can go cut my own hair whenever I feel like it, but I don't got time for that. I want to do things that's important, something that can impact this world, impact everybody that I see, that I visit. My mom impacted me, and that's one thing she did. Because once she found out she was dying, but even before she was dying, she was going places, doing things that she wanted to do after all of us kids grew up. And that's what she did. She said she was going to leave us some money, but I didn't care. I just wanted to spend as much time as I could with my mom. I'll go out there. I didn't even care how much money it took. Even if she'll even call me, I'll go over there, and then she'll be like, hey, can you go to the stop? Can you, like, as soon as I walk in the door sometimes, like, she'll even say, can you go to the store real quick? I just walked in the door, Mom. Like, really? I'm like, all right, I love you. I'll be right back. And then I'll leave my son there, or, the girl I'm with, the woman I'm with, or whatever. And I'll come back. And then most of the time, she won't even talk to me. She'll talk to everybody else. She'll have short little conversations, but it was different. It was like we just knew. Like, I had to quietly watch like my mom did, because my mom was quiet when she had nothing else more to say. And I started doing that. I started realizing that some of it's actually beneficial from what I've learned from my grandparents, from my mom, from my dad. My dad, yeah, he's been around. I visit him every other weekend when I could. But what happened to me, I got scared of my dad. I was scared of men in general. I didn't want to be around a single man. Why not? I'm a freaking little boy. I was fat too. I don't know, because all the meds damaged my liver and my thyroid. It was crazy. But I'm still here. I'm still living. My mom cared because she made sure that she took me off all the meds when she found the results. Made it happen. They noticed when I stopped giving a damn and stopped raging and I just gave up. They said, oh, you're good with therapy. I stopped going to therapy at the age of 12 or 13. I finally got out of special education, went to regular high school at 9th grade, graduated, still took a CNA BOCES class, passed that, graduated. It's all about asking the right questions on your journey, where you want to go, and just the experience. It's not, if you go, I didn't even go to college. I can't even sit down and sit still to be in college. But like, I have logical sense. Yeah, sometimes I talk stupid because that's my personality. That's my character. I can be funny. I make random noises sometimes, but that's me. I love it. I love myself. I mean, I still hate myself, because when somebody else starts hating me, only I know the truth of why I hate myself. I can care less about their opinion. That's how I really deflect negativity, and that's how I've been trying to start to educate. Like, I already know everything about all the bad stuff about myself that I'm doing, but what I'm doing now is more important than what I was doing. Every little effort that I'm doing, every little word I say, I feel like it matters. To me, it matters. My brain goes from priority and has to be in a certain way, of my own way of retaining knowledge and comprehending life. I don't really make eye contact a lot, because as I'm talking, I'm visualizing what I'm speaking to get my viewpoint across. Get it? Viewpoint. Right. You visualize, and then you point it out, and you make that right to the end. That's how I get my point across. my viewpoint across. Because if I make eye contact with people, I get lost because I have ADHD. I get distracted. Sometimes I get distracted by just watching somebody's emotion. Just recording myself right now is like crazy. I feel ridiculous. Not gonna lie, y'all. Not gonna lie. I feel like I really am talking to myself because even though y'all listening, probably watching, whatever, it's cool. This is all natural. I'm an organic human being, yo. I'm here. This shit's real. I'm real. Life's too small. This world's too small. See, I can't even speak English right sometimes. English doesn't even make sense. There's too many meanings for one word, and it's chaotic. I try to declutter a lot of that stuff out of my mind. I have to declutter what's physically out there and not go to it. Like, act like it's not even there. I have to declutter it, like, just boom. I don't even see you. I don't see nothing. Gotta keep going, you know? Because I get that ADHD, I get that impulsive reaction. I gotta have it. Especially when I go shopping, especially if I'm hungry. That is like the worst. Oh, let me tell you, that is the fucking worst. Gosh, I be buying some stupid snacks that are so unhealthy, and then my stomach hurts the next day. Even knowing in the back of my mind while I'm in the store what I'm getting, I get exactly what I get. And if I have extra money, I get impulsive. I have to really like have a list, go in, and come straight out. But now I kind of got a lot better because I've been buying fruit like mangoes, avocado. I've been eating nectarines. I've never eaten a nectarine in my life. It should taste like an apple, but like a little sweet. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I've been making more healthier choices, and I've been feeling a lot mentally better and physically better. Besides what happened at work today, kind of a little weird. I'm good. This kind of stuff, I probably might end up getting disappeared, just to be honest with you, because of the system. They don't like for people like me to just be speaking out loud, and I'd probably be locked up and be like in a psych ward, locked up for the rest of my life, away from society, so they stop me from speaking anymore. Or I'll probably end up being killed on the street by somebody that really, really hates someone like me and what I'm doing. It's the way the world is. It's sad, but take what we learn from people like me, people like you, that have the pre-knowledge, already see and have their view of the world and what's wrong, and find the source. I know what the source is. I've said it in a couple of my other videos. Please, if you're watching and following me, whatever, on here, thank you. I love you all. I love my kids. I love my family. I love everybody that, that's doing the right thing and is trying the hardest. Everybody that's trying, I love you all. Even if you're failing only sets you back. But failing also will lead you to success. So don't forget, if you don't try, you don't get nowhere. Don't stay comfortable forever, because you'll be lost and you'll forget yourself. So keep staying uncomfortable, keep facing those fears, keep pushing, stay positive. Don't let somebody offend you very easily. Stop, breathe, intake it, and find out what the solution is. Don't attack the problem. Find the solution. What was the source? Remember, breathe, meditate, whatever works for you, whatever makes your mindset to stay happy in those tough times, in those tough problem-solving issues. Even though some of us are not really good on confrontation. So just acknowledge that everybody's going through something. Everybody's got personal problems. Don't be tough. Don't be hard on each other, when the real problem is the one that really started from the beginning, from day one when we were all born. So I was born in '96. I was raised different from what's going on in this new generation now. It's crazy. It's really wild. I just want to get all my information out. I got mad shit to say. I probably got more stuff I'm going to share next time. So thank you all for listening. Have a great night.